and our topic is the drinking age. Sammy and I will be arguing to lower the minimum legal drinking age to 18. My three main claims will be that the drinking age should be lowered because the U.S. has a history of the drinking age being lowered before. And as an adult at 18, you receive all the responsibilities of one, but not the right to drink alcohol. And lastly, that teenagers find a way to obtain alcohol anyways, so why not teach them how to drink responsibly at a younger age? Starting off with my first claim that the drinking age should be lowered because for most of our United States history, alcohol was allowed for most people over the age of 18. Let me start from the beginning of it all. The drinking age was not always 21. Just less than 35 years ago, in some states, the drinking age was 18. When you think about it, that's not that long ago. However, all of this started with prohibition. Before 1919, states had federally unregulated drinking laws. Up until after Prohibition ended, most states started off their legal minimum drinking age at 21, but some states chose to have theirs lower, anywhere from 18 to 20 years of age. This was the first time there was a legal minimum drinking age in some states. Before, it was not really enforced throughout the U.S. Then 1971 rolls around and the voting age was lowered from 18 to 21. In result, 30 additional states saw it fit to lower their minimum legal drinking age to match the voting age. And then by 1982, only 14 states had not lowered their drinking age to match the new voting age. So that means that, again, less than 35 years ago, any 18-year-old could legally drink alcohol in 36 states in the U.S. If Americans believed that this was lawful and justified for a majority of the 20th century, this issue should not be taken so seriously in the 21st. If Prohibition did not work then Prohibition for people under the age of 21 for sure won't work now. Moving on to my second claim that the drinking age should be lowered because at the age of 18, you are legally considered an adult, treated like one in the eyes of the law and are given the responsibilities of one. When teenagers in the United States hit the age of 18, you legally become an adult. For example, you take on the responsibilities such as voting, serving on a jury, signing a contract, or even gambling. And even at this age, you can go to federal prison and be treated horribly there, and no one would care because you are an 18-year-old adult, capable of being held accountable for one's own actions. The same thing is applied to drinking. At the age of 18, you can be held liable for so many other things. Apparently, we think that 18-year-olds are responsible enough to do all those things, such as serve in the military, get married, be on a jury, but not be responsible enough to drink. That doesn't sound so right. The idea that I have always questioned is that any man or woman over the age of 18 can fight and die for our country, but is not legally able to buy a drink. I believe that this could be considered as disrespectful and discriminating against the people serving this country. Society likes to treat teenagers and young adults as irrelevant and unimportant because of law specificities like the drinking age. But yet again, society believes it is okay for an 18-year-old to die for our country and not question how this is wrong. In most states like us, the age where you become a legal adult in most countries like us, the age where you become a legal adult is 18. However, we are one of the very few countries who have the legal drinking age set at 21. According to an article written by Nicholas Hines from a website called Superball, I calculated data of his proving that out of the 195 countries and territories in the world, only 106 of them have a drinking age set at 18, while 16 have theirs set at 16 years, and 24 have no age restriction at all. Even when in most countries, the day you become a legal adult is the day you can also buy alcohol legally. A quote from the World Health Organization says that more than 65% of countries allow people 18 years old to consume alcohol at a bar or restaurant. In the United States, the drinking age is 21, a law this country shares with only 5 other countries. Again, out of the 195 countries in the world, this is barely any. And my last claim is that the drinking age should be lowered because this minimum age does not stop young adults from getting a hold of alcohol in general. And if taught how to drink more responsibly sooner, this might help them later on in their adolescent life. Starting off with my first idea, which is that people under the age of 21 are still easily able to attain alcohol. According to the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, 70% of teenagers have taken a drink of an alcoholic beverage by the time they are 18. This proves that no matter what the age of our youth, they are still able to attain alcohol at any given time. Nothing will stop these teenagers from wanting and successfully drinking alcohol. According to an article from a Texas State University newspaper, keeping the minimum legal drinking age at 21 will not dissuade young people who want to indulge in reckless alcohol intake. If anything, the age limit encourages binge drinking. Lowering the drinking age can make it easier to regulate consumption among younger adults, as well as encouraging healthier drinking habits. If the drinking age was lower, we could teach young teenagers safer, healthier, and more responsible drinking habits earlier on in their life, especially when teens are still living at home and their parents are still around to guide their children. Whereas nowadays, most students go off to college and go crazy because they don't know their limits. They will probably test their alcohol tolerance in an unsafe environment and could end up finding themselves in a bad situation. But if they had learned beforehand, it could and might change a person's fate because they've had the opportunity to experience things like that before and ultimately grow from their mistakes. Moving on to a different topic. Based on the founder of Choose Responsibly, John McCradle, who is also the president of Millbury College, says that the legal drinking age does not eliminate consumption among young people. Instead, it only drives underage drinking underground, creating a dangerous culture for irresponsible and extreme drinking. Choose Responsibly is a nonprofit organization that promotes the awareness and danger of reckless and excessively drinking alcohol by teenagers and young adults. Their main goal is to lower the drinking age to 18 and educate people on why this is in the best interest of the country. Apparently, John has been an activist for this issue for many years and has recently gotten over 130 college professors to sign a petition to reconsider lowering the drinking age. This organization believes that we should prepare young adults to make responsible decisions about alcohol in the same way we prepare them to operate a motor vehicle, by first educating them and then licensing and permitting them to exercise the full privileges of adulthood so long as they demonstrate their ability to observe the law. I think this is a great alternative and a compromise to setting the legal drinking age as lower. That if taught correctly and pass a permitting and licensing test, only then would these young adults be able to participate in drinking alcohol and be able to receive this right. I think that an alcohol education course is very rational, considering that our country makes us do the same thing in order to operate a moving vehicle, which is by far more deadly and dangerous than alcohol will ever be.